Well, finally, the BMW 235i M style spoiler or GTS spoiler, whatever you want to call it. It's officially, it's a replica basically of a genuine GTS spoiler. The genuine ones are over £1,000. We weren't prepared to pay that, in all fairness, and BMW stuff, in our opinion, doesn't always fit that great. So we ordered this from China. 10 weeks later, finally arrived today. And as we kind of expect, it doesn't fit. There's a lot that don't work. Basically, the end caps themselves, which fit onto the actual spoiler across this panel here, do not fit at all. So at the minute, as you can see on the floor, all this here, I'm literally milling the carbon fibre down to get shape right on this before I can actually put the end caps on. Then we're going to be drilling the boot, getting it onto the actual car, and we'll show you that in a minute. So we're now working on the BMW 235i GTS spoiler. It's obviously arrived after sort of 9, 10, 11 weeks, because I've even lost count. Now it's just a game of getting it right, because there's no templates. There's absolutely nothing to kind of highlight or help you actually fit this. You've just got to guess, measure it. If you get it wrong, it's going to look an absolute mess. So at the minute, we're basically masking up the areas. I'm trying to make a template on the actual spoiler itself, where I can try and line it up and make sure the screw holes are right. If the screw holes are wrong, we just made a complete mess of the boot. The spoiler's going to be wonky, game over. So fingers crossed, we'll get this right. Right, so the bit I really hate now, but we're going to have to do it. We're going to drill the boot, take a plunge, hopefully we've measured it and got the templates right, and it's going to fit. But we'll only find out. So, right, it's now, literally it's going to work or it's not going to work. I'm going to put the boot down, screws are in, we're going to try and line it up. Hopefully we've measured it right, we've basically made the templates correct and the screws aren't wonky on here, because that can happen where these can actually be slightly out of line because it's cheaply made in mass moulds. Fingers crossed this is going to work. So it looks like the measurement's right, luckily. We've had to adapt the screws slightly, the ones that came with it clearly aren't going to fit, they're too short, you're just asking for trouble using Chinese stuff, you really are. I'm now going to have to adapt here a little bit, we're going to have to bend it, shape it more because it's at an angle, and what's going to happen is when we put the screw in, it'll go into the spoiler. Typical carbon fibre and cheap spoilers and well, probably even better ones, when you put too much pressure in with the screw and you actually tighten it up, it'll spin the thread inside the actual spoiler itself, and then you can't tighten it up. We've had it a few times where in the past where we've kind of tried to do something and it just shatters straight away with no pressure at all. So what I'm going to have to do now is I'm actually going to shape this a little bit, try and get it so it's actually the shape of where the screw head is, where at the minute it's like at a 110-degree angle or something ridiculous, and then that way when we put pressure on it, it's not going to snap the spoiler, and hopefully we'll get it on without any problems. Looks like it's worked, first time, don't even know how, it's my own car, usually that's where we have problems, because whenever I do my own vehicle, it doesn't work. You know what, looks like it's on, we're about to do the M Sport GTS stickers on it now. I'll put it outside, we'll get some photos. You know what, from the back it looks incredible, it just suits it. I know people don't like big wings, I've always had them, it's something I like. We get a lot of hate for it, but you know what, I think secretly people really do like them. They're just kind of a bit jealous that they haven't done it, but you know what, that looks impressive, looks really cool. Let's get the stickers on, let's get some photos.